Welcome to Torrent This Top 10. I'm Michael, and this is...
Dando.
That was unrehearsed.
Well, basically, the concept of the show is we give out five of our... It's not the top five that we think are the best, but five...
Mine is.
Because what Michael thinks is usually the best.
Yeah.
The topic today is the best sitcoms of the 90s. So I've got what I think are my five favourites. Michael's done his five favourites.
I've also done his 5 favourites.
He reckons he knows what
I reckon I've got 4 of them.
And we just comprise them together to make the Torrent This Top 10.
And I've also got some People's Choice from the website.
On the Facebook page. So facebook.com/Torrent This. If you haven't liked it, like it. So let's get into the Torrent This Top 10 best sitcoms of the 90s. Michael, what is your...
Would you like me to start?
Yes.
I'll start. All right, my number 5 is Frasier.
I had a feeling you were going to include... Not at number 5, but just include Frasier.
Yeah, no, I love Frasier. It ran from 93 to 2004. And it was just, I always liked it because it seemed like it was a really smart show, but it was also really accessible for the age that I was watching it. I think I was watching it when I was 12, 13 or something like that. It's one of those shows that you watch it and you go, I'm a genius! I understand this stuff.
I just felt like, because it was more intelligent.
Well, it was also very adult. It was a sitcom where everyone's dealing with, like, they're divorced and they've got their evil ex-spouses and stuff. It was a very adult show, and you were like, oh, I'm going to smoke my pipe while I watch this.
Did you really?
No, I didn't have a pipe.
Okay.
I wasn't allowed to smoke either.
You want to know my number 5?
Yeah, I've got yours down here.
Okay, do you want me to say it, or do you want to
say it? I don't know what your number 5 is.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
I've got that right here. Right here, it's on the list.
Right here on the list.
Tick.
Purely because of the theme music.
Tick. Number 5, though.
No, number 5, yeah.
That's lower than I would have called it.
For me.
Yeah.
I can watch a lot of Fresh Prince, but I get kind of bored of it after a while.
Yeah.
But I just feel for its time, there was no other show like it.
Yeah, and 3 seasons in or so, it started, again, it dealt with some very adult issues to the point where, like, Nickelodeon wouldn't show it.
Yeah.
They'd only show season 1, 2 because 3 was too adult. But yeah, no, I love that show. That's a great show.
Have you watched, there's some documentaries, apparently Will was really hard to deal with.
And I've heard that, and I've heard that the first wife was really hard to deal with as well.
Was there? I don't even remember there was a second one.
Yeah, there was a second one. Like, it was the same character.
Shows when you watch the first few seasons.
Yeah. Different actresses, same character.
And I think Carlton has just got a cult following now.
I love Carlton.
At the time when I was a kid, I was like, I hate you, sir. But now I watch it and I'm like, you are glorious.
The Apache dance that him and Will Smith do. Cult phenomenon. Forever.
And you know what? I didn't realise till recently that at that time, Will and Thingo did Boom Boom Shake the Room. I did not realise.
Didn't realise that?
Didn't realise.
Did you know that he was a rapper?
Yeah.
Okay, alright.
I know he's one of your favourite rappers.
Yeah. Glorious.
What's your favourite song by him?
I like Switch.
Switch, it is.
Yeah, it's a bit new school.
Is that the one that goes like this?
Yeah. Turn it over and hit it. Ooh, la, la. Yeah.
I love Men in Black. I actually know every word to the first verse of Men in Black.
That's terrible.
Terrible. Let's get into number 4.
All right. Number 4. My number 4. Now, this one you may have an issue with. I feel like you may go, that doesn't count.
Well, the rule. What's our rule? Our rule is it has to at least have one season in the 90s.
I just went with if it ran into the 90s, it started in the 90s. Okay. That's it. It had to have part of it in the 90s.
Yeah.
So my number 4 is Cheers.
Honest to God, I thought that would have been your number 2.
My number 2.
You know why? Because I remember, this is like personal shit, I remember you used to love it watching it with your mum.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it was still a lot of my sitcoms I watched with my mum. But yeah, Cheers, it ran from 82 to 93, so it's an 80s sitcom, let's be honest. But it counted. And I love anything with Woody Harrelson in it. So when he came in...
He took over Coach, didn't he?
Yeah,
season
when
2,
Coach
3?
died. Yeah, season 3, yeah. Why is there no Cliff Clavin soundboard? There should be.
You reckon?
Cliff's the one that will come, recent studies, and I want that for my phone.
For your ringtone?
Anytime someone asks me a question, I go, I've actually got that on my phone. Oh, well, you see, studies realised that the women got less serotonin in the brain. It's just perfect. And it really, unfortunately, I was so wrong about what pubs were. Because I watched Cheers.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, pubs are awesome. And
I want to go there.
And then I lived in one. I'm like, they're not that awesome. They're full of sad drunk people.
Throwing shit off balconies.
Yeah, while I'm trying to sleep.
Yeah.
You're like, don't open the door, man. Don't open the door.
That's right, I remember that.
But no, Cheers. Cheers was great. And actually, Cheers goes with Frasier because Kelsey Grammer actually...
transitioned.
Yeah, and he's got the record for the longest running character in primetime slot.
Yeah, really, because Frasier was a spin-off, wasn't it?
Yeah. Cheers... Cool. Not Cheers, sorry. The Simpsons is for non-live action. But yeah, in a primetime spot, Kelsey Grammer all the way.
Yeah, I sort of stopped watching Cheers when Shirley, what's her name? Shirley, the chick that played, that's not a character name, it's a real life name.
Okay.
The blonde.
So the one that wasn't Kirstie Alley.
Yeah, the blonde before it. When she sort of left.
Yeah.
That's not that I stopped watching, but I haven't really seen many episodes with Kirstie Alley in it.
Yeah. So I felt
was she a good replacement?
Yeah, I actually felt it got better after Coach and the blonde left.
Okay.
But that's because Woody Harrelson.
He played that part so good, Woody Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson plays every part. Thumbs up, Woody Harrelson. What's your number 4?
Third Rock from the Sun.
Oh, I got that on my list!
You have all of them.
That's 2! 2 for 2!
Did you have it at number 4?
No, I didn't put yours in order.
The reason I chose Third Rock from the Sun was I think it was the first sitcom that brought sci-fi into television.
Yeah, I agree with that. No, wow. First one that brought it in, wow.
Yeah, because Alf wasn't that great.
Yeah.
I used to like Alf as a kid, but I don't know.
I think Alf was scary to me as a kid.
It was terrifying. But I watch it now and it's not too bad, but it's not Third Rock from the Sun.
Yeah.
Plus, Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Who thought he was going to be like our next big action star?
Yeah. No. Is it going to be Robin? Or are they going to make a Robin?
I don't know. I don't know.
I remember when I was a kid watching Third Rock, I used to think, is that guy really squinty? Or is he...
Yeah.
He's really like that.
Yeah, he is, yeah.
I remember seeing him at the wrestling in the crowd once.
Yeah.
And he was just like, I'm going to be here. And you're like, what the hell?
That's pharmaceutical drugs for you.
Okay.
All right, on to number 3.
Number 3. Michael's number 3 of the Torrent This Best Sitcoms of the 90s.
Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs.
Do you
want to know something?
What?
It is my number 3.
Oh!
It is no shit my number 3.
That's the one I thought you would have forgotten, so I didn't put it on.
Forgotten about it. I have not the
Yeah,
number
I know.
right.
Oh, I'm going to cross this one because I know which one it replaced.
Are you impressed that I remembered it?
Yeah.
That's the one where I thought Michael's not going to remember this. I'm going to have something fucking that he didn't have.
Look at that. Dinosaurs matching up.
If you don't know Dinosaurs, well, look above me right now.
Yeah.
But not the mama.
Yeah.
Glorious show. I wanted to have number 2, but I thought I can't.
I'm going to be honest about it. I put a little notes about it. I actually can't remember a whole lot about the show. Like, I remember...
Really? I still watch it.
I can picture it in my mind, but I do know that I was... Dude, in primary school, I was obsessed with the show. I had the Dinosaurs Gotta Love Me board game.
Yeah.
It wasn't good, but I had it. And I was very proud of it.
I have a... What are these called?
I don't know.
Finger puppet?
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know, but you put stuff up inside it. I got a whole collection. But, yeah.
Put stuff up inside it. Right.
I remember from the very first episode when the mother lays the egg.
Yeah.
And the dad walks in, sees the egg, and gives off the great quote, "That better be breakfast."
See, when people talk about it, it does. It all comes flooding back. But, like, I can't quote it or anything. I just know that, man, like, I love that show. So it must have been good.
The only thing I didn't like about it was, guess how it ends?
That they'd all die?
They all die.
Yeah, it's depressing.
Yeah, it's very depressing.
Well, I was reading up on dinosaurs to get it ready for this list. The guy who, like, came up with it...
Jim Henson.
...died before it was ever...
Jim Henson, yeah.
Yeah, he died before it was ever filmed or anything. Yeah.
But there's so much shit went into making that show. Like, it was so difficult.
Yeah, I can imagine.
There's never been a show like it since. Can you remember live-action robots?
Farscape, kind of. They used the same sort of puppets for a lot of stuff. It wasn't a sitcom, no. But it's very similar in that they use a lot of giant puppets and stuff, yeah.
Jim Henson usually does pave the way for that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's number 3 for both of us.
Look at that.
A great show. Easily one of my favourite shows, yes. So, do you want
Efficiency.
to get into my number 2 or your number 2?
Let's do your number 2.
My number 2 is, and everyone's going to rave about this because I thought it should be number 1.
Oh, I've got it.
What is it?
Seinfeld.
It is Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm surprised that's not your number 1.
It's not my number 1. The show that is my number 1 I love far too much more. Seinfeld...
I still think I know what your number 1 is.
Oh, I know what your number 1 is, I reckon. I know, you know what it is. But Seinfeld, is there much you need to say about Seinfeld?
Look, as someone whose Seinfeld's not on my list, it's one of those shows I didn't appreciate back in the day. Which is weird because I liked Frasier and Cheers. You'd think that, you know, that sort of, I would be at that level of Seinfeld. But for some reason, I just didn't like it. I catch it every now and then. I'm like, yeah, it's not too bad. But I don't understand the cultural phenomenon that is Seinfeld. I'll be honest. I don't get it.
I don't get why people sort of say it changed the landscape of sitcoms. I guess it did because it sort of took things outside of the studio. But shows were doing that long before Seinfeld.
Yeah. Look, Seinfeld's not my favourite comedian, which is probably why I never liked the show all that much. But, yeah, you know, everyone says Seinfeld when they talk about sitcoms. For one of us not to have it on our list, it would have been a disservice to
It's
sitcoms.
always in best shows of all time lists.
Yes, which I think is a bit rich.
And did you know the lengths they went to keep the finale a secret, which I wasn't a huge fan of. The finale
was terrible, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was just a court case where they get sent to prison. It was crap.
What did they get sent to prison for? For being like bad people?
Being bad people.
You don't go to prison for that.
No. But I think they just tried to push the ridiculous meter over the top.
Yeah.
They would like literally shred every script every time it being read to make sure no one would read it.
Jeez, that's excessive.
Yeah. But it worked because it got like 90 million viewers.
There you go. You know, they were putting a lot of money into that show. What was Seinfeld on, $1 million an episode or something?
I respect the fact that they offered him so much money to do a 10th season and he said no.
Yeah.
Because do you know what his theory was?
What?
We're the number one show in the world. The only way to go from here is down.
Is down. Yeah, that's understandable.
So let's go out as the best.
Go out as the best.
And it's worked because now
we're not doing any more lists after this. We're going out as the best.
Yeah. All right, what's your number 2?
My number 2, you may have thought it would be my number 1, just like I thought that would have been your number 1.
You want me to say what it is?
Yeah, go for it.
No, because I might give away my number 1. You know what it is? Two Guys Girl on a Pizza
Two
Place.
Guys Girl on a Pizza Place is my number 2.
How good is that show?
Yeah, 98 to 2001. I was actually surprised it only went for 3 seasons.
4 seasons.
Oh yeah, 4 seasons because they do seasons
over the thing.
But yeah, I thought it went for longer because I've just always watched that show. Ryan Reynolds, Nathan Fillion. Conversation over. Drop mic. Done.
Do you know Nathan Fillion, was that his first start sort of in sitcoms? I read a thing the other day and it was like, what sitcom did Nathan Fillion star in before he was in Castle? And it wasn't Two Guys and a Girl at a Pizza Place.
Oh. Do they consider Buffy a sitcom?
It was Buffy.
That's not a sitcom.
It's not a sitcom.
Not a sitcom.
It's not a sitcom.
Not a sitcom.
I didn't know he was in Buffy either.
With Two Guys, a Girl and a Pizza Place, it's a hard one for me because I really liked the Pizza Place. It had a lot of good things going for it when they were based in there, but it didn't have as much Nathan Fillion. And then when it just became Two Guys and a Girl, it had more Nathan Fillion. So I'm conflicted which one I like more.
I prefer with Pizza Place. Because there was a few episodes where he was there. Because I remember he proposes to Sharon.
Yeah.
And they go, "What'd she say?" And he goes, "She went." And then she went. Something like that.
Yeah, because he was the jukebox repairman.
That's right. Yeah.
But yeah, so it's
who was the guy that he was from MASH originally? The old guy that like quotes movies and stuff.
Oh, I actually put a note about here. I love the guy from season 1 that told movie plots as if they happened to him.
He's from MASH.
Is he really?
He's the guy that replaced. He's like the one that didn't like him. He was the posh guy.
Oh, was that him?
Yeah, what's his name?
Frank?
No, he replaced Frank. Winchester.
Oh, Winchester. Yeah,
it's Winchester. Hell,
there you go. I didn't even know that. Yeah.
Makes the show even more awesome.
There you go. Tie-ins galore. You've got Buffy, Firefly, all just tied in.
Whatever happened to Pete?
Not much.
He just disappeared. Sharon appeared on that show, Monk.
Yeah,
Monk,
Pete did that show about the gay guys. 6 Feet Under? Was that about gay gravekeepers or some shit?
Something about dead people.
Yeah.
I didn't watch that show, but yeah, okay. As long as he did something.
Moving on
to Michael's number 1. No, my number 1.
Your number 1,
which is.
Yeah, you feel free to add. Is it Two Guys a Girl and a Pizza Place?
Yes. Okay. So
4 out of 5.
He did. All right then. So there's nothing else to say about Two Guys and a Girl and a Pizza Place. I like the first 2 seasons the most. I watch it still all the time. It's one of those shows that because it never really became a huge phenomenon, it's cool to like it.
Yeah. What's your one go-to quote from?
Look how strong I am.
That's mine. Look at how strong I am. That's mine as well.
That's one of my favourites. Like, I'm showing people that show. I'm like, watch this scene, and you'll fall in love with it.
That's the one scene. Yeah.
I show it to them, and they fall in love with it.
Yeah.
It's a great scene.
We agree. Yeah. My number 1.
I'm not gonna try and guess. What is it?
Not gonna try and guess.
Is it something I should know?
You should.
Is it something I would have watched a few times?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know if you've seen it at all, actually. I'll just go for it.
Go, what is it?
Number 1, Firefly. No, I'm joking. No, it's not.
My face there was I'm processing. I'm like, 90s. That was not 90s.
Not even a sitcom.
Yeah. Oh, no.
My number 1 was Dando's number 5. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Your number 1?
My number 1.
Really?
Dude, I watched this show all day. As a youth, and maybe a little bit today, I wished I was black.
That was in my top 5 that I thought you would have.
Yeah.
I can't believe I didn't actually realise what it was because you haven't actually said it yet.
I haven't said it yet. No.
It's because I said it.
No, but yeah, number 1, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Will Smith. It's just, I could watch that show all day long.
It's worthy of top 1.
My favourite character though, the butler.
Oh,
I love the
he's
butler.
hilarious. What's his name? It's not Niles. That's the nanny.
Yeah. Look, I didn't even write down notes for Fresh Prince of Bel-Air because
need to?
it doesn't need notes. I mean, it's just
The theme music. So that was our top 10.
Yes, I didn't really have anything to fault your. I was expecting I would have some things to be like you're an idiot, but no.
I thought Seinfeld was the one you were going to have the issue with.
Yeah, I personally don't get Seinfeld, but I get why other people do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had very similar. What was my number 5? My number 5 was Fresh Prince, which
Fresh
was your
Prince
number
was
1.
my number 1.
Can't believe I didn't pick that as your number 1 when you hadn't said it yet.
Very
I wasn't thinking
surprising.
straight. So,
And then Dinosaurs. They're the only two that we matched up on.
2 guys a girl.
Oh, yeah, and 2 guys together.
So 3 of them.
So 3 out of 5. No wonder we're buddies. It all makes sense now.
It does.
So I've got the People's Choice here, which are very different from ours.
Posted this on the Facebook page.
Yeah, we probably didn't give it enough time. But if you disagree with this, that means that you need to go there and you need to vote next time.
Yes.
And influence it. So number 5, Married with Children.
I thought that would be in your top 5, probably. I don't
Yeah.
know why I thought that. I sort of remember hearing you say stuff about it.
Yeah, it was one of those shows. I think that was one of those shows that I had to watch. You know when your parents watch a show? I don't think it's one I ever willingly watched.
It was pretty big when we were kids.
Yeah, yeah, it was, yeah.
It was very raunchy.
Yeah, for most unattractive people to be raunchy.
I know.
Number 4 was That 70s Show. Never liked it.
No.
I thought it might make your list for a little while.
I used to love it, and now I watch it and I think, what was I thinking?
Yeah.
It's so lame.
Yeah.
It's just very... I hate it when characters are all dumb.
Yeah.
And they're just dumb for the sake of being dumb.
Being dumb, yeah. Well, it was the 70s, lots of drugs. Number 3, people agreed with me, was Fresh Prince.
Yes.
And, we've already talked about that ad nauseum. Number 2, they agreed with you, Seinfeld.
Yeah, that's worthy.
And number 1 was Friends.
Nah.
Don't you disagree?
It would be in top 5 best sitcoms based off of money making, I guess.
Yeah.
Profit, but it just seems like everything is a one-liner in that show, and it bothers me.
Yeah.
Everyone always goes, "Oh, it reflects life so well." Everyone can say, "Oh, they're that particular friend."
I don't know a group of people that spend that much time and all live with each other and stuff in their mid-30s.
Are they mid-30s?
Oh, yeah. I always
Let's
thought
just assume they are.
Like, one of them was an architect. That's not something you just pick up.
Hey, Pete was an architect.
Was he an architect? Or was he no, he wasn't an architect. Archaeologist.
I
don't know. I didn't watch the show.
No. But Paul Rudd was in it, though.
He was. I watched those episodes.
Yes.
So just to explain how Friends beat out Seinfeld, they did get the same amount of votes, but I just went to IMDb, see which one was rated higher. They were both rated the same, but Friends was rated by far more people. So I figured it was the people's choice.
So apparently that's why Friends is number 1.
That's why Friends is number 1.
It was never entering my top 10.
Completely arbitrary.
Okay.
So, thanks for watching. Torrent this top 10. He's going to tell you to do some stuff.
Well, what was the theme today?
90s sitcoms.
Best 90s sitcoms. If you agree, comment below. If you don't agree, comment below. Michael wants to troll you.
That's it. If you got this shit. I'm like, no, your shit.
That's exactly
all I got.
Just comment. That's his life.
Yeah. I only got one thing. YouTube comments.
That's it. And also, please subscribe to our channel for more episodes coming up each and every week here on the Torrent This Network. Thanks for watching, and see you guys next time.
How, white man?
Hey guys, don't forget if there's a list you want to see, you gotta tell us in the comments. And make sure you like and subscribe so you know when we do it.